Good morning, good day, and good evening, wherever you are. Today, I just want us to speak about our personal values and how to align those to our careers. So, some years ago, I experienced a complete disconnect between my personal values and my career. I had found myself in a situation where I had to act and behave in a particular way, which was perceived as acceptable and also in line with the culture of the company that I was working for at that particular time. However, what I did not realize is this was slowly eating away the inner fiber of my personal being. So I kind of knew that there was something wrong. It's just that I struggled to pinpoint to it to say what exactly was wrong. And at that particular time, I thought I should probably start my own private practice. And in this way, I did not have to adhere to any terms and conditions and any practices and standards that I felt were not aligned or were contradictory to my personal values. However, what I did not realize at the time is that this way of doing things was already deeply embedded in my subconscious mind, and it was not as easy to detach from, even though consciously and intellectually I knew that I had to detach from it. It was actually not very long after this time that I completely lost myself. I suddenly was out of flow and lost self confidence in myself and started making silly mistakes that I mostly could not account for. And this was the very time also that I had just started my own private practice. And I actually thought now I had to do everything within my field, whether it resonated with me or not, and whether it added value to the respective stakeholder that I was serving at that particular time or not. And as a result, I consequently, started to lose myself and I was misaligned in terms of my value system, the job function, and also I suffered a complete incongruence thereof. And this was quite pricey at the time as I had just recently, stood on my own in my own private practice. However, years later, what I decided to do was to attend an NLP and life coaching training. This is where I did not only realize how misaligned I was, but I was self liberated in a sense that I realized that my values had to come first. And it was during this time that I learned tools and techniques to apply to ensure that I achieve congruence between my personal values as well as my career. Now, today I have liberty to do what resonates with me, which is aligned with my value system. And the peace and contentment derived thereof is so much profound. And I know that many of you are experiencing similar challenges in one way or the other. And some of you don't even know what your true values are anymore. Let me help you today to rediscover and redefine your true values, which will allow you to lead a meaningful as well as a balanced career and personal life. Remember, your true values are at the core of your being. It is that which you do without any difficulties, with so much ease, comfort, sense of peace, and resonance. What you'll also discover is the fact that values are not static, but they evolve over time. Hence, what was valuable to you as a child, for example, may not be necessary as valuable to you today. And what you had espoused, the values that you had espoused when you were at tertiary, for example, or in your early career life, may not be serving you in the same way that it did at that particular time. Now, with your true values rediscovered and well defined, alignment with your core skills will be much easier. Remember that aligning your personal values and your career may not necessitate a complete change of your career. However, you may only have to just focus on a certain piece of pie versus eating the whole pie with no inner satisfaction. Thank you, and wishing you all the best as you discover your personal values and aligning them with your career and experiencing an inner satisfaction and being in flow with the person that you are. Good luck.